to create a document in Google Drive and then how to share it with someone with any sort of an email address. The first thing you want to do is you want to open up your web browser. That can be something like Google Chrome here. It could be Internet Explorer, which you can find in your either in your start menu under all programs, or it could also be something like Mozilla Firefox. Any of them will work as long as they're completely updated. However, I do recommend you use Google Chrome. So I'm going to open up mine. If you have a Google Chromebook, you're probably going to have your icon down here in this same area. You click it to open it up. And the first thing you want to do is you want to navigate to the Google Drive site. You can do one of two things. If you're like me and you have a Google set as your home page, you can actually just type in Drive. And if you hit enter, that will take you to the search results, and you can actually go right here where it says Meet Google Drive. Or you can just type in the full web address in your address bar, which is drive.google.com. Once you do that, just click enter however you get to the site. And the first thing that it's going to ask you to do is to log in. I'm going to use my educational one, so if you haven't done this at all, you'll have to type it in for the first time, or else you can click on it and then just type in your password. Now that I'm logged into my account, you can see that everything is loaded into this folder. I have been using it, so I have a lot of different folders. If this is the first time you've used it, you're going to have a blank and it'll say add files here. The first thing we want to do is we want to create a folder. It's very important that you keep your documents organized. It's just a lot easier for you to find that information. So the first thing I'm going to do here is click create. This is how you create any sort of a document in Google Drive. You can create a folder, you can create a document, which is like a Word document, you can create a presentation, which is like PowerPoint, you can create a spreadsheet, which is more like Excel. You can do forms, which is really excellent because you can create open-ended questions, you can create surveys, multiple choice, fill in the blank, true, false, all from Google Forms. And what's awesome is that you can also get them to answer it online. You can share it with your students and have them answer it. You can export them into the answers into a graph. It's a really, really excellent program. And the last thing here is Google Drawing, which you can use to just make basic drawings, kind of like Microsoft Paint. You can get more applications in Google Drive. Just to give you a couple of examples, I have an app that you can put in here that when you put in a document, you can fax it to somebody right through Google Drive. There is a great application where you can edit videos, where you can show your pictures and different themes. But today we're just going to sit on the standard app. So the first thing I'm going to do is going to create a folder. And for today, I'm just going to put in test because we're just creating a test today. And you type it in, just hit create, which is the blue button. When you open it up by just clicking on it, if you notice I've gone here, and anything in here is empty because I've created a new folder. There's a couple ways that you can get documents in here. You can create one just by clicking the create button, and you can click on any of these. You can also upload documents. It can be as simple as a drag and drop, where you can actually drag a file or a picture or anything that you have. You just click on it and drag it on top. As you can see, it shows that I could copy this file into that folder just by letting go. And now once it says uploaded, I now have that picture in that file, in that folder. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create an actual document. I'm going to click create, and I'm going to create a document today, just something simple. So now that I've created the document, what I'm going to do is I'm going to name my document. Right here in this gray area it says Untitled Document. That's the name right now. If I just click on it, I can rename it. So I'm just going to put it into Test Document. You want to name it something that you can remember. It's different for every person, so just name it something that you can remember what it is. And then click OK, and your document is now named Test Document. One of the great things about Google Drive is that it actually saves all your changes for you. If you take a look, it says all changes saved in Drive. If I start typing, you can notice at that same spot, it now says saving. And when it's done, it says all changes saved in Drive. As soon as I type a letter, it's saving. Next letter, saving. It doesn't matter what I type, it's going to save. So with this document here, just want to put test. It's just something very simple that I can use to share. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here to this share document here. If I put my mouse over top of it, you can see right now it says private to only me, only you can access. And this shows that right now I'm the only person that can touch this file. If I want to change that, I'm going to click the share button. And when I click on it, I'm going to get a dialog box. Let's go through this real quick. You can put a link, which is the link right here, and this link here is a link directly to your document. So if you wanted to send that to somebody, it would go, but the problem is right now it only says private. So it doesn't matter who you send it to, they will not be able to get to that page until you change this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click change, and there are 3 options. Public on the web here means that anyone can touch this. They don't have to be signed in. They don't have to have a Google account. They don't have to have some sort of relation to you. That anybody can see that. Anyone with the link means that they have to just have the link. It's not going to be posted online, but if you just send somebody the link, they don't have to sign in or anything like that, and they can still get this file. Specific people means that if I add you using my email address, or using your email address, you should be able to access this file, change it, do whatever you need to do to it. So I'm going to click save. I just want to keep it on specific people. And right now the only person that can access it is me, but if I invite someone else, and I'm going to use my personal email, if I do this email and I click send, it'll actually give me the option to access this file from my other email address. You can also add a message to the person. So right here it says notify people via email. I could add a message, something simple, please change the 3rd paragraph. And now that person could collaborate on this document, change what they need to change. I'm just going to leave it because I don't need anything special on there, and I'm going to click send. Once it's done, now you can actually see that I still have access to it, and I'm the owner, and then my personal email address now has access to this. The really important thing here is you need to be able to tell the person what they can do with this file. So for example, there are 3 options. If you're an owner, you can do anything with this. You can delete it, you can send it to someone else, you can make changes, you can make copies, whatever. If you just leave it on can edit, they can make changes, they can make copies, but they can't delete the file totally. Can comment is a little bit different. This can actually allow the person to make comments, but they cannot edit it. To show you an example, a comment, if I come down here and click comments, click the comment button. A comment is just something simple. And somebody could comment on this page. While that's important, if you're giving this to a student, you may not want the student to comment on it. Perhaps you're sharing it between other people and you do want them to comment on it. So giving that comment access is something really important. If you just want them to view the file, however, when I click once again on share, if I just want them to be able to view it, I can just click can view. That means you can't change it, you can't delete it, you can't do anything aside from look at this document. I'm going to leave it on can edit and click save changes. Once I'm completely done, I'm going to click the done button. One of the things you always want to do is you want to check to make sure that the document that you are sharing with everybody, to see exactly who you're sharing with. As I hover over this button here, you'll notice that it says shared with 1 person. That means that that person can do exactly what you gave them permission to do. So if I click on the share button, let's say I want to get rid of that or just check, I can see right here this email address here is can edit. I can change it at any time to anything else. I can make them an owner, I can just make them allowed to comment, I can just make them view, or at any time if you just want to get rid of them, boom, you click that and then click save changes. Now once again, if I go back out, clicking done, and I go up to share, you can see it's private to only me. So just a quick tutorial on how to share documents with somebody. If you have any questions, you can email me at tminix@woodburysch.com, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.